My girlfriend said, "You're boring. My ex used to take me on spontaneous adventures." I said, "He sounds exciting." Then I planned the most spontaneous thing I'd ever done. She called crying when she saw the moving van outside. Original post. 29 male, have been with Veronica 27 for 2 years. We've lived together in my condo for the last 10 months. I work in IT consulting. Decent money, stable hours, own my place outright, inheritance from my grandma. Veronica works part-time at a boutique and does Instagram influencing on the side. 3 weeks ago, we were having dinner. I'd cooked her favorite pasta, opened a nice wine. She was scrolling through her phone the entire meal. Me, "Everything okay?" Sighs dramatically, just looking at Devon's stories. He's in Bali now. Devon, her ex, the trust fund baby who'd spent their entire relationship taking her on trips funded by daddy's money. They broke up when his parents cut him off for refusing to work. That's nice for him. You know what? No, it's not just nice, it's exciting. When's the last time we did anything spontaneous? We went to that new restaurant last week that you made reservations for 2 weeks in advance. God, you're so boring, Nathan. Everything with you is planned, scheduled, predictable. That stung. I put down my fork. Me, I thought stability was what you wanted. You said Devon was unreliable. At least he was fun. He'd wake me up at 3 a.m. to drive to the beach. Book flights the day of. You meal prep on Sundays and have a color-coded calendar. That's called being an adult with a job. It's called being boring. My ex used to take me on spontaneous adventures. You take me to Costco. He sounds exciting. She mistook my calm tone for agreement. He was. God, sometimes I wonder why I settled for this. Gestures at our dining room, the dinner I made. Maybe I should hit him up. Bet he'd take me to Bali. Maybe you should. Don't be passive-aggressive. I'm just saying you could try harder. Be more spontaneous. Surprise me for once. Okay, that's it. I'll be more spontaneous. Starting tomorrow. She rolled her eyes and went back to her phone. Posted a story about dating a grandpa in a young man's body with laughing emojis. Her friends hearted it. One commented, "Get you a man who travels." I finished my dinner in silence. Then I started planning the most spontaneous thing I'd ever done. Update 1. 1 week later. The next morning, Veronica left for her 4-hour shift at the boutique. The second her car turned the corner, I got to work. First call, my buddy Jake from college. Works in commercial real estate now. Me, "Remember that job offer your firm had? Senior consultant position?" Jake, "The one you turned down 6 months ago?" "Yeah, but it's in Austin. You said you couldn't leave. Is it still available?" "I mean, probably. But dude, that's across the country. What about Veronica?" I'll make some calls." Second call, property management company. "I need to rent out my condo, furnished. How fast can we make this happen?" "We can list it immediately. Furnished units rent fast. When are you moving?" 2 weeks. Manager, "That's spontaneous." "Exactly." Third call, moving company. "I need a full-service move, pack, load, drive, unload, next Friday. Moving guy, next week? That's rush pricing. That's fine, I'm being spontaneous." By noon I'd accepted the job, 60% pay increase BW, signed a lease on a sick loft in Austin, virtual tour, didn't even see it in person, how's that for spontaneous, and scheduled the movers. Veronica came home complaining about customers. "Veronica, this woman wanted a discount because she has 500 followers. 500. That's nothing. Anyway, what's for dinner?" Me, "Thought we'd order takeout." "Of course, Mr. Predictable probably already knows what he wants." "Actually, you choose. I'm being spontaneous." She laughed like I'd told a joke. Ordered sushi. Spent the evening posting stories about baby steps and teaching old dogs new tricks. Her ex liked every single one. I noticed. She wanted me to notice. I spent the week being spontaneous in small ways. Brought her flowers on Tuesday, gas station flowers, but still. Suggested we try a new coffee shop Wednesday. She patronizingly praised me like I was a child learning to tie shoes. "Veronica? See, was that so hard? Maybe there's hope for you yet." Thursday night, she was FaceTiming with her friend Brittany. I could hear both sides. "Brittany, how's Nathan? Still boring?" "He's trying." Brought me the saddest flowers from Shell Station. It's cute, like watching an accountant try to dance. "Girl, Devon's single again." "I know. He DM'd me, wants to catch up over coffee. Are you gonna? I mean, Nathan would never know, he's at work all day. That's when I knew I'd made the right decision. Update 2, moving day. Friday morning. Veronica had the day off. She was still in bed at 8 a.m. when the doorbell rang. Who the hell is that? Your Amazon delivery? Probably. I'll get it. I opened the door to 6 movers with boxes and equipment. Morning, we're here for the full pack and move. Perfect timing, come on in. I heard Veronica scramble out of bed. What's going on? Who are these people? Movers. Movers? For what? I'm moving to Austin today. Her face went through about 15 emotions in 3 seconds. What? You can't just... This isn't... When did you? Monday. Super spontaneous, right? Just decided and went for it. No planning, no warning, like you wanted. This isn't spontaneous. This is insane. You can't just move. Why not? Devin would. She actually stumbled backward. What about your job? Got a better one. 60% raise. They're expecting me Monday. What about the condo? Rented it out. New tenants move in Sunday. Sunday? Where am I supposed to live? Well, you're not on the lease. Never wanted to be, remember? Said it would tie you down, so that's your spontaneous adventure to figure out. The movers started packing the living room. Veronica grabbed my arm. Nathan, stop. This is crazy. Let's talk about this. Nothing to talk about. You wanted spontaneous? This is spontaneous. Not like this. I meant like surprise vacations, random date nights. Oh, so spontaneous, but only in ways that benefit you? She started crying. Not sad crying, angry, frustrated crying. Veronica, you can't leave me homeless. I'm not. You have 2 whole days to figure it out. Plus, Devin's probably got room. He seems exciting. I wasn't serious about that. The DMs suggest otherwise. Her face went white. Yeah, you left your Instagram logged in on my iPad. You went through my messages? Accidentally saw them when notifications popped up. Him asking to meet up. You saying you'd love to catch up. Nathan's so predictable he'd never notice. She switched tactics, threw her arms around me. Baby, I'm sorry. I didn't mean any of it. I love you. I was just frustrated. We can work this out. Me, we could've, but you decided to publicly mock me instead. Your story last night, like watching an accountant try to dance? Your friends loved that one. She pulled back, mascara running. Veronica, you're seriously doing this? Over some jokes? No. I'm doing this because I realized I deserve someone who doesn't think stability is boring, who doesn't need to compare me to their ex, who doesn't plan to cheat because I'm predictable. The movers were efficient, boxing up my life while Veronica had a complete meltdown. Update 3, the escalation. By noon, Veronica had called in the cavalry. Her mom, Patricia, her sister, Alexandra, and her best friend, Brittany, all showed up. The moving van was half loaded. Patricia, Nathan, what is this nonsense? You can't just abandon my daughter. Me, I'm not abandoning anyone. I'm moving. She's welcome to come if she wants. To Austin? With 1 day's notice? That's the spontaneous part. This is abusive. Financial abuse, emotional abuse. Me, how? It's my condo, my job, my decision. She's an adult with a job and family. She'll be fine. You're doing this to punish her. I'm doing this for me. New job, new city, new start. Very spontaneous. Men don't just up and leave. What did she do? Nothing. I just said he could be more fun. She said I was boring, compared me to her ex constantly, mocked me to her friends, planned to meet up with said ex behind my back. Patricia turned to Veronica. Is this true? Mom, it wasn't like that. We check her Instagram. It's all there. Alec grabbed Veronica's phone, scrolled for 30 seconds, then looked disgusted. Ronnie, you posted that he's like dating a human spreadsheet? This is cruel. The movers kept working. My neighbor, Mrs. Rodriguez, came out to watch the drama. Nathan, you're really leaving? Yes, ma'am. Rent's paid up, new tenants seem nice. Good for you. I saw those stories she posted. My grandson showed me. Very disrespectful. Veronica turned on her. Mind your own business, you old. Careful. Mrs. Rodriguez's son is a lawyer. Wouldn't want a defamation suit on top of finding a new place. By 2 p.m. they tried a new approach. Veronica posted a sob story on Instagram. My boyfriend of 2 years just made me homeless with no warning. This is what happens when you ask men to be more romantic. Toxic masculinity at its finest. Within minutes, her phone was blowing up. Her followers were split, half calling me trash, half pointing out her previous posts mocking me. One comment stood out. "Girl, didn't you just post last week about how boring he was? Play stupid games." Then Devin chimed in. "Hey babe, you can crash with me if you need." I screenshot that and sent it to her. Look, problem solved. Devin to the rescue. How spontaneous of him. Veronica lost it, started throwing my stuff out of boxes. The movers looked concerned. That's destruction of property. I'm recording this. She stopped, sat on the curb. Posted another story, when toxic men reveal their true colors. Her mom tried one more time. "Patricia, Nathan, she made mistakes, but this is extreme. Where will she go? Me, home with you? Her sisters? Brittany's? Devin's? She has options, more than I had when she was planning to cheat. She wasn't actually going to. We'll never know now, will we?" Update 4, the aftermath, 4 p.m. Van fully loaded. I did a final walkthrough with the property manager who'd come to get keys. "Manager, everything looks good. New tenants are excited. They saw it Wednesday." "Wednesday? You showed people my home?" "It's not your home, ma'am. Never was." I handed over the keys. Veronica made one last attempt. "Nathan, please. I'll do anything. I'll delete Instagram. I'll block Devin. I'll tell everyone I was wrong." "You're only sorry because there are consequences, not because you hurt me." "That's not true." "Really, what exactly are you sorry for?" For making you feel bad. You don't even know, do you? You're sorry you're losing the condo, the stability, the free dinners and paid utilities." Alexandra, who'd been quiet, spoke up. "Alexandra, he's right, Ronnie. You've been awful to him. I've watched it for months." "You're taking his side?" "There shouldn't be sides. You mocked your boyfriend publicly for being responsible and stable." Brittany jumped in. "She was just venting. Everyone complains about their partners." There's a difference between venting and cruelty. Between complaints and planning to cheat. I pulled up the DMs on my phone, showed Alexandra. "Alexandra, Jesus, Ronnie, can't wait to see you. Nathan's so predictable he'll never notice. You wrote this?" Veronica snatched at my phone. I pulled it back. Goodbye, Veronica. Good luck with your spontaneous adventures." I got in my car to follow the moving van. Veronica ran alongside, banging on the window. "You can't do this. I'll sue you. I'll destroy you online." "Go ahead. I have all the screenshots, your mocking posts, your DMs with Devin, your admission you were going to meet him." I drove away. In the rearview mirror, I saw her collapse on the sidewalk, her support squad gathering around her. My phone immediately started blowing up. Texts, calls, DMs from her friends, randoms who saw her posts. I turned it off and drove. Update 5. 1 week later, Austin. Been in Austin a week now. The job is incredible. The loft is amazing. Exposed brick, rooftop access, downtown views. My new coworkers actually invited me out for drinks to welcome me. Turned my phone back on after getting settled. 247 texts, 89 missed calls, and my Instagram was flooded. Let me break down the greatest hits. From Veronica. Day 1, please come back. I'm sorry, I love you. Day 2, this is kidnapping. You kidnapped my life. Day 3, Devin won't let me stay, says I have too much drama. Day 4, living with my mom. This is your fault. Day 5, I'll ruin you. Everyone will know what you did. Day 6, please. I have nowhere to go. Mom's kicking me out. Day 7, I hate you. From Patricia. Nathan, Veronica is distraught. She's learned her lesson. Please reconsider. Then she got fired from the boutique for not showing up. I hope you're happy. Then, we're kicking her out. She needs to grow up. You did the right thing. Plot twist from Alexandra. Hey Nathan, I'm sorry about my sister. She's always been like this. Dad spoiled her and she never grew up. What you did was harsh but probably necessary. She's been cycling through friends' couches, burning bridges everywhere. Even Brittany's done with her after she tried to seduce Brittany's boyfriend to prove all men are trash. Take care of yourself. But the best message was from Mrs. Rodriguez. Nathan, the new tenants are lovely. The wife bakes and shares with everyone, much better than that girl who always complained about my wind chimes. You're better off. My grandson is single, if you need a rebound. He's gay, but very handsome. I laughed at that one. Actual joy for the first time in weeks. Checked Veronica's Instagram. Her follower count dropped by half. Her recent posts were getting roasted in the comments. Didn't you mock him for weeks? Team Nathan, honestly. This is what accountability looks like, hun. My ex did this to me, but I actually didn't deserve it. You did. She'd pivoted to being a survivor of narcissistic abuse, but people weren't buying it. Someone had compiled all her mocking posts about me into a slideshow with receipts. It went mini viral on TikTok. The caption, "Girl learns that actions have consequences." Devin posted a story. PSA, don't stick your dock in crazy, even if it's an ex, especially if it's an ex. Brittany posted, some people create their own storms then cry when it rains. Even Veronica's mom posted something passive-aggressive. Raising children means teaching them accountability. Sometimes that lesson comes late. Proud of my daughter Alexandra for graduating nursing school. No mention of Veronica. Update 6, 2 weeks later. So Veronica found out where I work. Don't know how, probably LinkedIn. She showed up at my office building yesterday. Security called up. There's a woman here claiming to be your girlfriend. Says it's an emergency. I don't have a girlfriend. Please ask her to leave. Security, she's, making a scene, sir. I went down. Veronica was there, looking rough. Hair unwashed, same clothes I'd seen in her last Instagram post 3 days ago. Veronica, Nathan? Thank God, we need to talk. We don't? Please leave. I'm homeless because of you. You're homeless because you burned every bridge you had. Your mom, sister, friends, they all got tired of your crap. That's not on me. I lost my job. Because you didn't show up, again, not on me. My life is ruined. Your choices ruined your life. I just stopped cushioning you from consequences. Security stepped forward. Security, ma'am, you need to leave or we'll call the police. Call them. Let them know what this monster did to me. Security actually did call them. While waiting, she tried everything. I'm pregnant. No, you're not. How do you know? Because we haven't had sex in 2 months. You were always too tired or not in the mood. Probably because you were sexting Devin. She deflated. I'll kill myself if you don't take me back. Then I'll call 911 for a wellness check, but I'm not taking you back. The cops arrived. I explained the situation, showed them some of the Instagram posts, the DMs with Devin. Ma'am, you need to leave this man alone. He made me homeless. From what I'm seeing, you were living in his property rent-free, and he gave you notice. That's legal. 2 days notice. Still legal if you weren't on the lease. Sir, do you want to press charges for harassment? Not yet. But if she contacts me again, yes. They escorted her out. My coworkers had watched the whole thing from the lobby windows. Coworker, damn, that your ex? Me, yeah. Coworker, she seems spontaneous. We all laughed. Final update 1 month later. This is my last update because there's nothing left to update. I'm living my best life in Austin. Job is amazing, actually got promoted already. Turns out showing up and being reliable is valued, who knew? I'm dating someone new, met her at a coffee shop. She's an engineer, has her life together, and thinks my meal prep Sundays are adorable and practical. As for Veronica, had to piece this together from various sources. After the office incident, she apparently had a complete breakdown. Posted a series of increasingly unhinged videos about me being a narcissist and how she was a victim of financial abuse. Someone reported them and her account got suspended for harassment. She moved back to her hometown with her parents. Patricia reached out once to apologize. Nathan, I'm sorry. We enabled her for too long. Your leaving was a wake-up call for all of us. She's in therapy now. Not your problem anymore, but thought you should know we don't blame you. Alexandra messaged me last week. Hey, Ronnie's working at Walmart now. Still posting about being a victim on her new Instagram. 12 followers, lol. Mom and dad are charging her rent. She complains constantly but has nowhere else to go. Devin blocked her on everything after she showed up at his gym crying. You escaped a bullet? Hope Austin is treating you well. Brittany apparently tried to start a podcast about surviving toxic men with Veronica, but it failed after the first episode when someone posted all the receipts in the comments. They got dragged so hard, they deleted everything. The best part? My old neighbor Mrs. Rodriguez sends me updates about the new tenants. They're apparently lovely people who host building barbecues and actually contribute to the community. She said, "They're so much better than that awful girl. Did you know she once complained to the landlord about my ethnic cooking smells? Good riddance." Looking back, the moving van was the most spontaneous thing I'd ever done, and the best. She wanted me to be more like her ex. Impulsive, unpredictable, exciting. But when I actually did something spontaneous, it wasn't the kind that benefited her. Funny how that works. To anyone reading this in a similar situation, you're not boring for being stable. You're not predictable for being reliable. You're not less than because you plan ahead and have your life together. Find someone who appreciates those qualities instead of mocking them. And if someone constantly compares you to their ex, let them go back to their ex, then move to Austin, or wherever. Just move on. Best spontaneous decision I ever made. P.S. Devin reached out last week, said, "Bro, I owe you a beer. You saved me from making a huge mistake. We're grabbing drinks next week." Turns out he's actually a decent dude who also escaped Veronica's chaos. He's engaged now to a teacher who appreciates that he grew up and got a real job. Character development, who would have thought? Edit, since everyone's asking, yes, this is real. No, I don't regret it. Yes, my new girlfriend knows the whole story. She thinks it's hilarious. And no, I'm never moving back. Austin is awesome, and my condo tenants just signed a 2-year lease extension. Edit 2. Veronica found this post somehow, made a response video on TikTok, got roasted in the comments again. Someone commented, "Girl, stop digging, you're already at rock bottom." She deleted it within an hour. Some people never learn.